Hello and welcome to my video. My name is Erin Lucy, the author of several sweet romantic comedies, and I'm about to show you the mess that is my workspace. I have a lot to do today, and I thought I'd take you along with me. I need to do quite a bit of marketing, and so I really want to clean up my workspace, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the mess that it is. Yep. That's all my clothes on the floor. Those are clean, so I need to fold those. And I do have my bookshelves now, obviously, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to make them all aesthetic today, but I will hopefully be able to move some of this stuff that is on my desk. And here we are. Much better, I would say. Still need to address some things, like I need to get a proper container for this, and this needs replaced. This is really old, falling apart, and that sewing machine needs to go back to my mom, and I need to figure out what to do with that. And then there's this, but that'll be for another day. But basically I wanted to get my desk nice and clean because I like to work in an area that doesn't have clutter. All right, let's now talk about what I need to get done. Over the past year, for probably the worst, longer than that, I really haven't done much marketing, and I've been hit or miss here on YouTube, obviously, if you haven't noticed. So I realize I do sell some books and get page reads every day, and I don't even know really why or where those are coming from because I'm not doing a whole lot of marketing. However, that has to change. I have set aside my weekly marketing that I need to do. At the very least, these are the things I decided I need to do. One is this YouTube channel, so post a video, hopefully on Fridays, at least one short form content video, and those will mostly be just they probably won't be me in them. I don't know. Yesterday on TikTok, I saw someone who does a particularly good job marketing her books there, so that gave me some ideas. I want to do at least one static Instagram post a week. I want to start doing blogs. So I want to do blogs related to whatever story I'm working on. Or I may blog about faith because I have wanted to do that, but I just haven't had time or gotten around to it, which sounds bad, but there are definitely things I would like to talk about other than my writing, and so I probably will throw some of those things in. My newsletter has been going out faithfully every week on Wednesdays already, and that's going to continue. And then I want to post on Facebook, on my Erin Lucy page. I don't post there very much. I don't really on my personal page post on Facebook very much because I just sort of tired of it. But I do want to connect with readers on Facebook because I think that's a good place. I think that's where a lot of us hang out. And maybe I should have a group, but it would be a very small group right now. But that's where I spend all my time. I don't know about you, but I spend most of my time in Facebook groups. And then every weekend I want to have a planning session where I plan what I'm going to do for marketing for the next week. So that wouldn't be necessarily creating marketing materials, but just planning and strategizing. So I would like to, let's see, today I need to add my new book to, speaking of, I have the proof of my book. I'll go get it here in a second and show it to you. But I need to add Undone to my website, so I want to add it to the main page. I want to create a book page for Undone, so that would be a dedicated page, and I'll continue to add, link my blog post there and put the tropes there. Obviously the back cover copy and anything pertinent to that book will be in the book page. And let's see, I need to write the blog post, make Instagram posts. Ooh, I wanted to do a short. I don't know if I'm going to do short form because I want to have my book, not the proof, because the Amazon proof has that bar across the front of it, and I don't want that in my short form content. Also need to write my newsletter for next week, and I need to do newsletter swaps or organize newsletter swaps. And I've thought about, I'm in a group that's for clean rom-com, and that's where I've been doing most of my newsletter swaps, which I assume is probably where I'm getting my page reads and sales from. However, you can also do that in BookFunnel and BookClicker, so I was thinking about setting up some swaps and having, especially my release day being a swap heavy day, where maybe I'll swap with 6 different people and then post those. I'd have to post them obviously in the bottom of my newsletter. If you have any questions about any of this, because I'm just talking like you know what we indie authors do, and if you don't know and you would like to know and you'd like me to go into more detail about any of these things, let me know. And maybe I will, prior to Undone and after Undone, I'll do like a marketing wrap-up, marketing preparation, and then marketing wrap-up to let you know how my marketing push went, because I'm kind of wanting to do a 10-week push just for Undone specifically. And then after that, I will start marketing my Christmas books, because I'm going to be working on a Christmas book, hopefully starting on Monday. I've already got 10,000 on that one, but next week's vlog post, I would like to be, I would like to maybe follow me getting 10,000 words in a week. I just wanted to give you a rough view of what I'm going to be doing as I'm sitting here working, and I'm going to pause the video and go get my proof copy so I can show it to you. I think these covers turned out great. I think they're on par with what you might see in traditional publishing, maybe. That's kind of what we were trying for, and I think we got close, if not nailed it. Anyway, here is Undone. I'm out of breath because I went up the stairs. The problem with Amazon KDP, sometimes their quality is not what I would prefer, because they've really like sliced off the bottom here. The bottom is supposed to be like the top, because you probably can't tell the details in the video, but this is a poster and it's got staples in it and chicken and more staples at the bottom. And see how at the bottom it really sliced that and didn't center the poster. And here's the back. My husband, who does my covers, he resized everything. So this is our second set of proofs, and he resized everything, and they still, I don't know. This one was printed, sometimes we check where they're printed, and this one was Cleveland, Ohio. Their quality control is a little, I mean, it's all, I don't want to like be down on it, because I do think this is a nice book. I'm just being a perfectionist, and we've got to get this figured out, why they sliced off the bottom. And then once we figure that out, we'll be very happy. So we will probably be ordering another proof of this, and I need to go through the inside and make sure that I didn't screw anything up because there's so many places where you could mess this up. Oh, what? Yeah, the copyright page isn't right. And then Rockstar Sweet Romance, that needs to be unhyphened. Rockstar. Just a fun proofreading grammar thing is Rockstar, if you go into Merriam-Webster's dictionary, it is 2 words, but like the Amazon category is Rockstar 1 word, and Rockstar Sweet Romance is 1 word. So it's kind of like, you know, whatever you want to do. But when I am in doubt, I go by whatever Merriam-Webster says. And so I do, inside the book, I do Rockstar 2 words, unless it's like Rockstar as an adjective, or, you know, Rockstar Lifestyle, that would be hyphened. Anyway, so the surprise is, yay, we have another one. This one is unglued, because we didn't do a print copy when we released Unglued, because reason being, Unglued is shorter than Undone. This one is, Undone is about 47,000 and Unglued is about, I think, 25,000. So what we did was we bundled Undenied into this print version. So there are 2 stories in this, and I think it worked out really well because they are very similar than in the binding size. And I'm gonna try, it's hard for me, but I'm gonna try to stick with that length. I have book 4 in the Unruly Rockstar series, and I could easily stretch that one to probably like 60 to 70, but I'm gonna try to keep it at like 50,000. And then the problem is the last one I have, it's like a full-blown, like probably like, could almost be like 90,000. So I don't know. Let me know. Does that bother you if you have a series and they're not all the same length? Because that would be like this, another book, and then another book. But I don't know. I've already plotted the entire book, and it's going to be hard for me to be like, oh, I don't want to do that, because like anything I cut out, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm not going to see the characters do that together then. So I don't know what I'm going to do. You know what I didn't do? I clearly did not upload the latest interior, because here we have Undenied, nothing fancy, just another story, and then we have this. This does not belong there. That needs to move, and I know that I made new PDFs. However, I don't think I uploaded them. I think I just uploaded the, yeah, whatever, the covers. And I had enough of trouble doing that for some reason because my computer is a nice laptop. However, the Photoshop files that my husband made had lots of layers and they were like 2 gig. So my computer was like, no, we're not happy with that size. So it took me like 2 hours, I swear, to get this uploaded. It's fine. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying these are just things like that suck your time that you can't really foresee. But in the future, I know that I'm going to ask him to give me smaller images from the get-go. And I think, you know what would be good, because I feel like I'm talking about all this stuff just assuming that you know what I'm talking about. So what I think I'm going to do is when I go through the process of writing my Christmas novel and getting it ready for publication, I will tell you everything I do so you will know and you will have context versus me just kind of not giving you any context whatsoever. Like if you've self-published your stuff, you probably are familiar with some of the stuff I'm saying, but if you're new to self-publishing, this probably is kind of, you know, stuff you might not know. I love it when you get to hold them in your hands. It's so fun, and I really enjoyed seeing this cover for the first time because if you look, like if I really show you the details, it's very detailed. The colors are very pretty and it's worn like a concert poster, and the matte finish really then kind of seals the whole deal there. All right, I'm going to change your angle and we're going to get to work, and I'm going to do some B-roll, and then at the end of that I will let you know everything that I accomplished. I will pause to let you know what I'm doing right now. Why are you beeping at me? I am... Come now. What are you doing? I need to have smaller images of my cover, and I need 475 by 700. So I'm in Photoshop and I'm shrinking my image, and then I'm going to minify it, and that is I'm going to go to a website called Image Compressor, I believe, and I'm compressing it so that I don't know why this is beeping. What is it doing? Yeah, because that way your page will load better, your web page. I mean, at least that's how it was in the past. As far as I know, it's still the same. So I try to compress all the images that I put on my website. While I'm thinking about it, is that I host with GoDaddy, and I have a WordPress website that I made myself because I am a web developer. So my husband's not a web developer and he can figure it out too. So I think most people can probably figure out WordPress, even though it's a little finicky at times. But anyway, so I use the Divi theme, D-I-V-I. Again, it's a little finicky, but I think it makes my website look decent enough, and it's good for SEO from what I have read, and was recently confirmed by a podcast I was listening to. They suggested this theme, the Divi theme for WordPress, and also suggested WordPress because of how easy it will be for the AI LLM crawlers to crawl your website, so that the next time they train their models, your books and things will be included, because these LLMs are basically becoming glorified search engines, and so you want your stuff in there, and that's why I'm doing a dedicated book page as well with a lot of information on it, so that the LLM model will know everything about my book, except hopefully the inside, the text. I don't know. I'm looking at my to-do list, and I got add undone to website, that is finished, and create undone book page, that is finished and it is published. And sadly, I spent way too long on a blog post, and I'm not happy about that. It was like bamboo shoots under my fingernails for some reason. So I'm getting ready to save a draft of that blog post, but that means tomorrow I need to do Instagram posts and write my newsletter, and I left more than I would like for Sunday. So anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to know more about my self-publishing journey, independent publishing, what all goes into it, please follow. Subscribe to my channel, like this video so that more people can see it. And once again, my name is Erin Lucy. I'm the author of many sweet romantic comedies that are linked in the description box below, and I will see you in the next video.